Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Friday edition of the On The Go podcast. I am your host, Jacob D'Antone. Sitting across from me is my co-host,
James. Big game, James.
How'd you come up with that name?
No, it was actually off of a basketball player. Played for the Lakers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So my barber, when I get my hair cut,
He calls you Big James?
Big Game James. I said, are you calling me that because I remind you of Big Game James, or are you calling me that because of my weight? So, like,
Right, is this a compliment or an insult?
Yeah. But he always calls me that. It's real cool though. But
That's funny. I always, I don't know if I ever told you this, but in my head, I'd always see you, at work, because we used to work together.
Yep.
I'd always see you walking around with it's like, there he goes. There's James Jumping Jack Jackson.
No, you say that because I'm big and I can't jump?
I don't know. It just
because I can.
I think it's just because all the J's, Oh,
okay.
But then I never wanted to call you that because it just never made sense out loud. It still don't make sense.
It didn't make sense when you said it. It didn't make no iota at all. This was just totally ridiculous. What you said.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, which is why I never.
So how you doing today, Jacob?
I'm doing good, man.
There you go. We're just gonna move on from that.
How's your week been?
It's going okay.
Yeah.
Halloween's almost here.
It is. It's coming up.
Halloween's almost here. I don't really celebrate Halloween like that.
Right.
I'm not the biggest Halloween fan. I'm not. It's not because of any religious beliefs or anything.
Yeah,
I just never been
Halloween.
big in it. Yeah, just Halloween.
It's kids' holiday.
I have never been so invited to so many Halloween parties in my life. I'm like, I got so many parties coming up.
Damn. You're popular.
Yeah, well, you.
Yeah.
Because you got something coming up too.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. So you guys dressing up, right?
Yeah, we're gonna try to.
Are you doing a couple dress up thing?
Yeah, because the past couple of years we've done them. So like last year we were.
You and your wife, by the way.
Yes, my wife and I. We were a Pokemon trainer and a Pikachu.
Oh, that's dope. I wish I could have saw that picture.
Yeah, I think we have it somewhere. I'll try to find it for you.
Okay.
But we did that, and then the year before that we were Cosmo and Wanda.
Oh, okay, that's even better.
Yeah, and the year before that, I don't think we dressed up together, but I went as Ed Sheeran. As an inside joke, because everyone says I look like Ed Sheeran, so I really just wore like regular clothes, and I carried around this acoustic guitar case.
You do kind of look like it.
Yeah, see?
He was like, let go of the beard and everything. You was just like, this guy.
It was my lazy costume. I was like, oh, I'll be Ed Sheeran. She was like, really? I was like, yeah, it's a costume.
It's a costume, yeah. Did everyone know that you was Ed Sheeran?
They didn't get it. They didn't see it first, but then when I told them, they just had the same reaction you did.
Did they just think there's like, oh, okay, there's some guy with some guitar.
Yeah.
And like when you said, I'm supposed to be Ed Sheeran, like, oh, we see it now.
Yeah, I had like a little notebook that I wrote like a song list or something on, and I think I actually wrote down like a bunch of his songs. I don't know.
You got a little creative with it.
Yeah, I got a little bit. I tried a little bit.
That's hilarious, man.
But we were talking last night about what to dress up as, and she always wants me to do Jake from State Farm just because my name's Jacob. So like,
You gotta get a State Farm shirt.
Yeah, well,
that's pretty simple.
Almost,
yeah, you kind of almost got one on right now.
Yeah, and so I was like, oh, you want me to be Jake from State Farm this year? And I was like, and you can be Flo and from Progressive. And she's like, I don't want to do Flo hair. And I was like, okay, fine, you can be the lizard from Geico then.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I was like, fine.
Oh man, that's great. I don't know what I'm gonna be for Halloween, man. I had a few ideas. I'm just creatively right now. I'm just spent. So, but I'm gonna come up with something. It probably won't be extravagant.
You get some headphones. You can just go as a podcaster.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. You don't think a lot of people gonna say it's lazy?
Because
we go to that party, they're gonna be like, "What are you supposed to be?"
I'm a podcaster.
Oh, I'm a podcaster. So you just broke headphones and those is like, yeah.
Yeah, okay, if you get some cigars, you can be like, I'm Joe Rogan.
Ooh, that's a good one, too. Yeah.
Yeah.
If I can just get a sweater real quick, I want to be Bill Cosby. I want to be Bill Cosby.
You want to be Bill Cosby?
Yeah, I want to be Bill Cosby. That's what I really want to do.
Circa 1980, before all the terrible things came out.
Yeah, so after the podcast, I'm probably going to price a Bill Cosby sweater.
Oh, man.
And get one of those ugly, you remember those ugly Christmas sweaters you be wearing? It's not Christmas sweaters, but just, oh, man, they were so ugly.
Yeah.
And all I got to do is buy some, I already got dress slacks. So buy one of those. Probably bring some Jello pudding, like one of those little Jello packs.
Yeah.
So people really know who I am. Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
Boom.
I don't know. You might be setting yourself up for that one.
No, that's all right. That's fine. That's fine. That's my guy. I'm kidding. I don't like that guy. The guy's horrible.
was my wife's birthday last Friday.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the 30th birthday. It's a big deal. So we had planned this. So we had planned this big weekend. We were going to go to the Woodlands. We were going to go to the Renaissance Fair. We were just going to have a whole weekend, and we did. It was good. We started off Friday. We went to the Putt Shack downtown. Have you ever been there?
No.
It's a cool place. We all need to go sometime. It's really fun.
I definitely wouldn't mind.
It's like putt-putt golf, and like they track your points by the ball.
How much is it?
I'd have to look it up. I think it's kind of expensive. I'm not gonna lie. It's a little pricey.
You don't think your job has like a discount on it?
I mean, I could see.
They got discounts on everything.
They do, right?
Yeah.
I gotta send more like emails. Just please.
Yeah, right.
Just give me some free stuff.
But yeah, I never heard of that place. So it was cool, huh?
It's cool. It's a dope place. But we went. We had, we played putt-putt golf. She had some drinks. I had a couple drinks, but I had to drive to Woodlands.
What you guys drink?
Well, they had alcohol, so I had an espresso martini for lunch, and then I had this thing called like a peach tree. It's like a peach tea alcohol beverage.
Yeah, it's not that strong.
No.
So that's perfect.
No, but so we had some drinks, then we left, came back home, packed up, went to the Woodlands, and we get to the Woodlands, we're chilling, we're having some drinks in the hotel. Comes to be about dinner time.
You guys set yourself up for failure.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm just
you already know.
Because I already know part of the story, how it goes. As you're telling me, I was like, why?
I see it. Yeah. Also, I worked that morning, so I go in at 4 a.m. I wake up at 3:30. It was a long day for me. So we get to the hotel. We're having some nice drinks, and then we're gonna go out to dinner. At first, we were gonna go eat at this pub that's at the Waterway, and she's like, "Oh, I can get a gift card through my job because they do like celebration points where you can like, hey, you're doing a good job. Here's some points, and you can cash those in."
Oh, nice.
And so she managed to get a $100 gift card to Morton Steakhouse.
Oh.
Went to Morton Steakhouse. Probably the second best restaurant I've ever been to in my life.
It is, man.
And
we need an endorsement. Morton's, endorse us.
You hear us, Morton's? Especially because I'm about to say a bunch of nice stuff about their food. But it was very good, very great service. She put that it was her birthday, which kind of had me on edge. Because, restaurants and birthdays.
Yeah.
That's like one of my biggest pet peeves is I can't stand people coming to sing at restaurants. But
well, I mean, Morton's is not the type of place.
They're not. And we did ask because like they came and the waiter was like, it's somebody's birthday. And we are like, oh, yeah. And then the waiter walked away and I was like, did we make sure they don't sing?
Yeah, I bet they was like, yeah, you ain't getting that song. I hope you know that.
So when they came back, we asked and they were like, oh, no, we don't do that here. I was like, okay, great. We don't want that.
Yeah.
So I had like some lobster ravioli.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, no, we went hard because we had $100 to spend, so we're like, we're getting the good stuff. So yeah, lobster ravioli. She had, I forget what she had. It was like some sort of, I think she had like a steak or a salmon,
8-ounce steak.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. It was an 8-ounce steak. We had some drinks there. Very nice drinks, very nice cocktails, very good food, dessert. They had the birthday ice cream cake thing, whatever they brought us.
I think I took a picture of it. Didn't you take a picture of that?
Yeah. I think I have a picture of that. Yeah, and then they also took our picture for the birthday celebration thing. They gave it to her.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, very nice time. But we ate there, and we had bought tickets for the Creator at 10:05 because we were going to go see the Creator. Because we talked about the Creator. We talked about the early reviews for Creator.
I understand you wanted to really see this movie so you can kind of have something to say about this film.
Yeah.
I get it. But I digress. Go ahead on.
Yeah. And I mean, we were both interested. It wasn't just like, I have to see this for the podcast.
Yeah.
But we both were interested in seeing it. And we went. And the trailers, we get through the trailers. We had popcorn. We had our drink. We were, chilling just fine. Trailers, made it through the trailers. As soon as the movie starts, James, my eyes, I can feel it. Like, the logos are coming on, and I'm just like, oh no.
My goodness, man.
So I'm fighting off sleep in the first 10 minutes.
Oh, I know you were.
Yeah, and it's not because of the movie. The movie.
No, I know it's not.
I honestly have to rewatch the movie, but I do think it was good. It's just it's been a long day. We were both full, boozed up.
That is a match made in hell when you mix all those. That's a match made in hell when you mix drinks and just food and sleep of early morning. That never works out well.
And then there's artistic sci-fi movie.
Yeah, that never works. So the first 30 minutes of it is slow as hell.
Oh yeah, no, I was fighting off sleep the whole time, and eventually I fell asleep, and then I woke up, and then she fell asleep. So I fell asleep in the first half, and then she fell asleep on the back half. because I woke up to finish it, but I was like, I don't know what's
So
going.
both of y'all can kind of like match up stories.
Yeah, we put pieces together, and then preparing for the show, I went and read the Wikipedia breakdown of it.
Yeah.
So I know the story, and I get what happens and stuff, and I think it was a good movie. It looked really nice. I just have to rewatch it again.
Now this is what I want to know. So, this is so sad. So when you went into the movie, like, did it ever just hit y'all like, you know what? I don't think this is just a good idea.
I was a little worried about it.
Yeah.
I was worried about it.
John David Washington was basically watching y'all the whole time.
Yeah.
John David.
Pretty much while he's running around with the little AI robot.
Yeah. Little AI robot girl.
Yeah.
I thought it was a boy.
The little girl. She thought it was a boy too.
Yeah.
I knew it was a girl, but she's like, "Oh, I thought it was a boy." No, it's a little girl.
They did not do a good job with that indication.
No.
So
I mean, technically, it's neither.
Well, technically,
right?
it's neither. Yeah.
But
So.
what did you think of the movie? As someone who's actually seen it and stayed awake during the whole
I've
thing.
seen that movie once. And I'm the type of person, I can give you like mini clips, but I can't give you a whole synopsis of it because that was a minute.
Yeah.
That was a minute for last time I saw that movie. I mean, it was okay. I think the movie could have needed a lot of marketing, unfortunately.
Right.
It needed a lot of marketing, and it didn't get that.
Right. Because we just had the trailers.
Yeah, it came in like 6th place in the box office. I was like, ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
You want a movie beat it out? I think Paw Patrol still holding #1 spot.
Oh, wow.
Exorcist.
Oh, yeah, there's a new one, huh?
Yeah, I saw that movie. That was trash.
Oh, I mean, of course.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna waste your time with their review. It was for FCC waves. How can I say this? It was a big dog pile of it. It was bad, man. Oh, it was just disappointment to the original.
Yeah.
And the sad part about it is the person that did the movie, you put the same director in the same spot that he did with Halloween. The first Halloween was cool. Yeah. I was like, okay, 2018, it was great. And then you do the next two the next two Halloween movies, they were horrible.
Right.
So now you're trying to give this guy the same time to do 3 Exorcist movies? Damn. That's not happening.
Which one is this the third one?
No, this is a reboot. This is the reboot of the original Exorcist.
What?
I mean, not reboot. Ooh, I'm sorry. Not a reboot. This is a sequel to that Exorcist movie from back in the 70s.
Oh, so they are doing the same.
They retconned it. Yeah, did the same thing to Halloween.
They're going to do that now. That's the new thing.
And they put the same director on it. And
ridiculous.
He did horrible with it. Horrible.
I mean, I don't know. There's always like an Exorcist movie like every year, isn't there?
Like, all of them are same.
Yeah,
all of them are all the same.
They're
now.
not iconic.
So yeah, that movie kind of made it. And I think the only reason why that movie made money, it only made like 30 mil. Now I did see it made like 47 million.
Yeah.
But okay, cool, whatever.
I mean, it is a horror film.
It's a horror film. It's Halloween time. It's October.
Yeah.
So yeah, I get it. Whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was not a good movie, man. Not worth. Don't waste your time.
Well, I wasn't planning on it, but
okay.
Thanks for telling me anyway.
I'm sorry. Well,
hey, no, it works.
You know now.
Now I extra know.
Yeah.
So moving on from that, I was gonna give a small update on Gen V. Because I mentioned I started watching it last week.
Oh, okay.
And since then, so they released the first 3 episodes, and then they came out with like another one, weekly until it's not.
It's like 8 episodes, we said, right?
Yeah, I think it's about eight.
Okay.
Ooh, excuse me. I think it's about 8 episodes. Yeah. So I watched the next episode, and it's fine. It's just, it's just more of the boy stuff. So there was like some, egregious violence. Like I can't say on air what happens, but like something blows up, and the blood girl Marie.
Yeah, you told me about her. I was not a big fan of her.
Yeah, well, she learns she has a different like part of her powers because she accidentally makes something blow up on somebody. Oh man! And that's why I'm going to leave it as use your imagination.
It wouldn't happen to be the lead actress, right? The lead actress.
The lead actress is the blood girl.
Okay, because we keep seeing that same picture. Yeah. Everywhere.
Yeah. No, that's her. She's Marie Moreau, I think is her name in the show. Yeah. I don't know the actress's name in real life.
She was I told you last week she was in the Sabrina show.
Oh, really?
It was on Netflix.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
You gotta watch that show. It's a good show.
It's another show I started and just never continued, but not because I lost interest. It's just because Netflix has so much stuff.
I'll tell you what. You watch Sabrina, I watch Gen V. I'm gonna watch Gen V anyway.
All right. Yeah.
But yeah,
we'll trade off. That sounds like a good idea.
Let me ask you this. I don't think I asked you last week. Is it one of those shows where it's like you get 1 episode a week, Or is it?
You're gonna get one episode a week. Yeah, it's a weekly show. They're not dropping them all at once.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna probably just wait
for a couple weeks. Yeah,
until all of them come out. That's how I do Disney shows.
Yeah,
just wait for all of them to come out. Stay away from the spoilers.
Yeah,
and then watch it.
Yeah, that makes sense. But no, so I watched the episode and like, yeah, there's the same egregious violence. You know, they're unraveling the mystery of what's going on
in the school,
with the woods and stuff. Mm-hmm. It's still the boys, so you still get like the boys' tone and, you know, themes and stuff like that. But it's starting to kind of feel like Scooby-Doo or like any young adult like movie or book or whatever, where you just have this group of kids trying to like solve a mystery or whatever. And
I heard somebody else say that too.
Yeah, and it's just like, that's cool and all, but this is supposed to be like I mean, it's kind of a comedy, but it's also like more of an adult, grittier version of superheroes. And it's like, here we are watching these kids solve this mystery, and it's like, what does this mean for the whole boys universe? How's this going to end for them? Because we know anybody who's read the comics or like has, you know, seen all 3 seasons of The Boys, like they know how Butcher feels about Soups and where are these characters going to go? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it did get approved for a season 2, I believe.
Really? Oh, okay.
And if you remember, I made the comment last week that like I don't think this show needs a season 2, and I don't think it needs more than a season 2.
But you're not the only person I've heard say that either.
Really?
You're not the only person I've heard say that.
Interesting.
I don't know why they kind of do this thing of like, oh, let's put another season 2 to it when you got a perfect season already.
Right.
I know it's money, but still.
Yeah, it's always money.
Yeah.
But you're right. It's like just do the one good season and then go back to your main story, because again, it's a spinoff. So that's why I don't think it needs more than a season. It's because, okay, cool, it's a spinoff. You can tell your story in one season, tie it back to the main story in the rest of the show,
which is the boys.
Yeah, and then maybe do another spinoff season to explain another story arc.
Because the boys are coming back when? I'm sorry,
I have no idea. They have a season 4. I think it's filmed, but like those seasons are so far between each other. I think season 1 and 2 came out pretty back to back, but then like season 2 and 3 was a long time because COVID.
Yeah.
And now season 3 and 4 is just taking forever I have no idea. I honestly don't.
So I definitely got time to catch up.
You have a lot of time.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I definitely plan on watching it then.
That's all I got to say about Gen V. That was just my little update for the week. You know, I'll continue this as the series goes, I guess, because now I started it. Now I can't stop.
Most of the time when we do these podcasts, we always have you pick a topic, I pick a topic.
Right.
This time around, we kind of came up with the same topic. I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Right. I think we both saw the same kind of bit of news yesterday and today.
Yeah. So, as we know, Aquaman is coming out December 12th?
12th, 21st, something like
21st.
that. There's a 2.
Yeah. So the first one came out in 2018. Mm-hmm. Good movie.
I think first DC movie to do $1 billion.
Yeah, it was the first one.
Weirdly enough, it was like the most popular one that came out.
And it was a different time back in 2018. We can say that. There was no COVID. There was none of that. Comic book movies were still on a high.
Yep.
So, you know, you're never going to see that number again.
No.
$1 billion, especially with DC anyway. Mm-hmm. I don't even think Ms. Marvel's going to make $1 billion. So it's like, you're never going to see that again. So that was a very, very good movie. We know Jason Momoa was a star. Amber Heard, as we all know, was also in that movie as well. Now, we know about the history with Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, and I don't need to go into that type of stuff. But some more news has come out recently about the behind the scenes of Aquaman and what it was like on set.
Right. Jason Momoa might have been acting not a decent way.
Yeah. Apparently, and this is from Amber Heard.
Yeah.
And I want to take this with a little bit of grain of salt.
Right, because as we all know, Amber Heard
doesn't have the greatest track record of telling the truth.
Exactly.
And, you know, it's hard for me to say this, but she reportedly said that he was drunk on set. Mm-hmm. And she also said that he dressed like Johnny Depp. Now, if most people know who Johnny Depp dresses like, and we know how Jason Momoa dressed like, they've always pretty much dressed pretty much the same.
They do. And I think like there was a rep or like maybe like a lawyer figure for Jason Momoa who even said that. They were like, look, Jason Momoa dresses that same bohemian style. He said,
always.
He called it.
Always.
He also, about the beer thing, he was like, look, Jason Momoa works his butt off. He likes to have a drink after work. I don't think he was drunk, but he likes to have a drink. I will say I kind of find it hilarious. The thought or the image of like Jason Momoa pretending to be Johnny Depp on the set for Amber.
It's kind of crazy because I do know that Jason Momoa did defend Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
During the case.
Did he?
Yeah, he did kind of come out and kind of defend it.
Okay.
So we kind of knew back then, like, oh, this is going to drive a wedge between their relationship.
Yeah.
That on-screen
What
relationship.
side he's on. What
side is he
for.
on.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And this just kind of coincides with all the drama that's been going on with this movie. It's been through
so
4
much.
reshoots.
Really, 4?
4 reshoots.
I thought The Flash had a lot.
Yeah.
Jeez.
You would think, right?
Jeez.
And it was supposed to come out last year. Didn't come out.
Yeah.
Because of
remember that.
reshoots.
Yeah.
And it was supposed to come out a year before that. Didn't come out. Reshoots. So
Man.
you had all these different things that's been going on. Then Elon Musk is drugged into it.
That was the piece that I was going to bring in today.
Yeah, there you go.
Was apparently, I guess, like they were going to fire Amber Heard because all the stuff with Johnny Depp. And then she goes crying to Elon Musk, I suppose. And Elon Musk got one of his litigators to send in like a scorched earth letter.
Yeah.
Which
I'm curious what this looks like.
What does that mean?
Yeah, what does that mean?
What does Elon Musk know about DC to be like, hey, send him this letter? Like, what do you have?
And I understand that Elon Musk and Amber Heard used to date a long time ago, and I get it. You know, were they married or something? Or what?
I think they just dated.
Okay, they just dated. All right,
it had to be a long, long time ago because he was with Grimes for a while. And
yeah, he was.
I don't know. Elon Musk is in his weird, like, villain divorced dad era.
Speaking of Lex Luthor, that's definitely Lex Luthor.
I don't know, he's up to a lot of weird shenanigans. And
He is.
Honestly, think a lot of people have lost respect over him.
I know I have.
For him over the past couple of years.
So it was just kind of weird to hear about this whole situation. And why did you want to come out with it now?
I have no idea. Yeah, it's...
Do you want to damn the movie even more?
Right? Like, it hasn't even come out. You think there would be, like, an NDA on it or something? But like, hey, don't talk about it until... Because normally the stuff doesn't come out until after the movie.
Exactly.
Right? Like, we've seen that with Shazam. Shazam came out, and then Zachary Levi and everybody was like, oh, we got screwed, or whatever.
Black Adam, too.
Black Adam, Justice League, Cyborg actor, you know?
Kind of weird.
Yeah, it's just silly news. I don't know.
So how do you feel about all this, like the Amber Heard and Jason Momoa situation? You just feel like it's just a bunch of do about nothing?
I think so, because like Amber Heard's not even going to be in the movie that much.
No.
Right? We already know her role was reduced. So maybe that's why she's like coming out about stuff.
Because, you know, with Elon Musk, he told her, hey, you got to put her in this film.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe James Wan was like, yeah, that's fine. Put you in this much. Yeah, she'll be in there somewhere.
Yeah. But
deleted scenes.
Something like that.
So
I don't know. I mean, Aquaman 2, I was kind of looking forward to it.
I'm not anymore now. I'm so out on it.
This whole DC, even the Flash. Like the Flash, I was really excited about.
I like
closer. I enjoyed it too. I'm not gonna lie, I did.
Yeah,
I
enjoyed it. I enjoyed it.
I never saw it in theaters because like the closer we got to it releasing, the less and less excited I got for it. Just because it's Flashpoint.
Yeah, I
know the Flashpoint story. There's no Reverse Flash. I already knew that going into it. But when I did see it, there were things I liked and there were things I disliked. That's all I'm gonna say about that one. But
did you see Black Adam?
I did.
Did you like that one?
I thought Black Adam was good too. Except the weird end credit scene.
So you didn't care for the. So you wasn't one of the guys that were like, yeah, Henry Cavill. You wouldn't even care.
Well, no, because it made no sense.
Oh, okay,
it made no sense. Okay, so Black Adam tangent. You show this guy being a complete anti-hero, not a villain per se, not really even a villain at all.
That's
like
true.
He just cares about his country.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? Very patriotic. But then you set up the Justice Society, who is like, you're a bad guy and we got to fight you.
Which that was actually the better storyline. If you could have had the movie with just them, Black Adam and the Justice Society, that could have been a good movie.
That could have been good. Yeah,
that could have been really good.
But you do all that, and then he saves the day, and they realize Black Adam's not so bad or whatever, and they're like, all right, cool, we're cool with you. At the end, you got Amanda Waller coming up, and she sends her little drone in there, and she's like, don't ever leave your country, or we're going to come after you. I don't think he was planning on it.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't.
Like Black Adam was just chilling on his throne or whatever, and Amanda Waller invades his country.
I think that was just a way to just put Viola Davis in there and kind of just submerge her in there, smudge her in there somewhere. Because they wanted
to be the Nick Fury?
Yeah, kind of the Nick Fury type deal.
But she's not as likable. Like, that character is not as likable as Nick Fury. Nick Fury is barely likable.
Well, I tell you what, she's been more, her character still hasn't been fleshed out enough, but we know more about her now.
Right.
If you watch Peacemaker,
right,
we know more about her character now than we did at first.
That is true.
That's one thing I will say.
That is true.
So you did like Black Adam, just didn't care for the Henry Cavill.
I didn't care for the Henry Cavill thing because I just felt like it was pointless. I was like, you don't set this man up as a villain at all, but then you're gonna come antagonize him and be like, don't leave your country.
Yeah.
He wasn't going to. There was nothing in the movie to indicate that he wanted to see the rest of the world at all whatsoever.
And you saw, and okay, so you didn't like that. Did you like Shazam?
Shazam 2?
Yeah, Shazam 2.
Not very much.
Did you like the first one?
I liked the first one.
Yeah.
Shazam 2, I was upset because, okay, so Shazam, you introduce a Shazamily. Then you take them away in the second movie. And then you're like, okay, cool. I know where this is going to go. They're all going to come back together at the end of this movie. No. Shazam fights a dragon. No Shazamily. The Shazam versus the dragon was a cool fight. It
was a cool fight.
Best
I actually liked the movie.
Right. I know. I think I popped your bubble when I was telling you about this before. But that was a cool fight. But then I was like, you don't have a payoff with the Shazamily. You don't have the Shazamily coming back. And then, like, the other kid, I forget his name. Billy, and then
Billy Batson and Freddy. Yeah.
Freddy just disappears. That whole final act running after a girl.
Yeah. I mean, they really didn't give a lot of them nothing to do.
No.
The whole family. The whole family. It was kind of weird.
Set up the conflict, but there was no like resolution. There was like
then you had the Gal Gadot thing in there, and Gal Gadot. I was like,
that was just
okay,
forced.
cool.
And then I don't know. That was annoying too because it was like, why couldn't like she could have helped the whole time? I would have preferred a Shazam Wonder Woman team up movie.
That could have actually been better.
That would have been better because you already set it up because like you have the goddesses come through and like,
true.
all right, perfect setup for Gal Gadot.
Yep.
Gal Gadot is also being treated like the Nick Fury of the remaining DCU.
Okay, so did you know this? She's been in every DCEU movie.
Yeah, because
every single one. Yeah, she's been in every single. I thought, like, wow, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah,
except for Black Adam. That's the only one.
Black
she hasn't
Adam
been
in the first Shazam.
Yeah, but other than that, she's been in every single DCU EU movie.
Even in the Flash, her cameo in the Flash was just like the rope thing was silly again because it's like, all right, we already saw that bit. Why are you doing this again?
Yeah, I kind of didn't like that part. I like to kind of go gloss over that one.
Yeah,
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. But I still like the movie overall.
It was fine.
I think the whole overall thing and Blue Beetle. Did you see Blue Beetle?
No, I haven't seen that one.
Generic movie. The young man that plays him is great.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I still haven't got his name yet, but if you can find his name for me, I don't want to keep disrespecting him. I don't want to keep disrespecting him because I think on the last podcast I just call him young man. I was like, I don't want to keep doing that.
Young man.
Yeah, that's not fair to him.
I think it's a hard to pronounce name.
But just give me the first name. Because I don't want to keep because he really did a good job in Blue Beetle, and I'm glad to see that James Gunn said he's bringing him back.
Okay, his first name is, I think, Zolo because it's XOLO.
Yeah,
Zolo Marduena.
Ooh,
I don't know.
I don't want to butcher his name.
Mariduena.
Look, I don't want to butcher my man's name. I'm just gonna call him Zolo.
Yeah, Zolo.
Okay.
I'm assuming that's how you pronounce it. Sorry.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I did butcher it. If anybody, knows the real name, then correct it in the comments on Spotify.
That'll be the question for the episode.
That'll be the question.
How do you pronounce his
name? How you pronounce his name? But I liked him in there. And I think the whole overarching question, the next question I have is, because we know James Gunn he's tasked with the most, this is the most
dumpster
tough,
fire.
Yeah.
Like, he might as well have become president at this. Like, that's the amount of, like, crap he's got to deal with.
Yeah, and he made an announcement today or yesterday. He said that nobody's coming back.
Yeah, I saw that.
Because remember, we thought that, Ezra Miller had a chance coming back, and Gal Gadot, and we thought Jason Momoa.
Jason Momoa is going to come back, but
as
not
a different
as
character.
Aquaman.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
A lot of people wanted to see him as Lobo.
Which would make sense.
It would, but I don't know how you fit Lobo into whatever.
It can work.
I suppose, yeah.
I have less questions about that, but I'm so glad that we finally clarified that this is over with. This whole era was over with. We turned the page on it and we move on. What type of tone do you expect from this? From the new DCU? I
mean, because he wants to do like what Creature Commandos and a couple other like offshoot things. So maybe like a more horror-esque tone. But then you have Superman Legacy coming out.
Legacy,
right? And then you have the spinoffs because he's still doing Joker. Joker 2 is still part of the new DC connection.
Well, that's different though.
It's Elseworld.
Yeah, that's
right?
Elseworld stuff.
Which I like that they're doing that.
Yeah, I like that they're doing that too.
I think they need to do that more.
They do. That can separate you from Marvel.
Yes.
If you do it that way.
No, and I've been saying that for a long time. I think that's what they need to do is just do individual stories and no more connected universe. WB wants to do the connected universe.
They do.
It's all WB because they want to do it because Marvel's doing it. But it's like, obviously, guys, it hasn't worked out.
It hasn't worked.
You tried to do it with the first Green Lantern. That didn't work out. You tried to do it with the Snyder first. You've screwed over Snyder, first of all.
You did. As much as I don't like the Snyder fanboys.
Right.
They did screw him over.
We're not Snyder fanboys, but when you look at the situation, they messed him up.
They messed him up big time.
They messed him up bad.
Yeah.
And this is the result of that.
Mm-hmm.
And now you're doing the James Gunn DCU. It's like, just do your separate movies. Just do your Elseworlds. I want to see Superman Red Sun. I want to see a live-action Superman Red Sun.
Well, last week he took a picture of the new DC studios that he has.
Oh, wow.
And it's in Atlanta. I think it's in Atlanta.
Okay.
And I showed it on my Instagram stories. It had all the Superman comic books. So I trust that James Gunn can probably get this right. I just want to know what the tone is, because with Snyderverse, you had like kind of a dark, gritty tone.
Yeah.
That's what he was going for, which I think that was his first mistake.
Right.
That was his first mistake.
You went too dark with it.
He went way too dark with it. It also was a lot of jokes. More than that.
Even though
there was a lot of jokes for it. So what type of tone? So you said the tone you wanted to be, I wanted to be bright and hopeful. Somewhat bright and hopeful.
Is not a bad tone.
It has to be that tone.
Yeah.
Where you can still be funny, but I don't want to see a jokey Superman, which I don't think we're going to get a jokey Superman. Everyone keeps thinking that.
We don't need MCU style jokes.
No.
We don't need, for example, Thor Ragnarok. Specifically example, when like they're in the final battle and then Hulk's going to jump out the plane, or Bruce Banner's going to jump out the plane, turn into Hulk and like fight the enemies on the Rainbow Road.
Yeah.
Rainbow Bridge.
Yeah.
And he's revealing to Tessa Thompkins that like, oh, I'm the green guy too. Mm-hmm. Right? And you're like, oh, this is going to be an epic moment. And you're watching the scene and then he just like smacks into the bridge. And then it's supposed to be comical. And then
yeah,
that's it. You get edged.
I think James Gunn has an eye for how he wants to do it.
Right.
I don't think he's going to go that route. He said multiple times this movie won't be a comedy. Now, I don't mind Jimmy Olsen having jokes.
Right.
Because it works.
It's Jimmy Olsen.
Yeah. But I don't want Superman with just crazy one-liner jokes all day long.
No.
So I don't think he's getting that.
I mean, Superman's never been that way, so I don't think he's
never. Yeah. And I don't think he's. And he's also was on the Michael Rosenbaum show, and he said, look, he hated that Lex Luthor from Gene Hackman, which I love because it's just classic.
Yeah.
But I understand that, that's not the biggest fan. No one loves that Lex Luthor. And because he was very jokey. I don't think you're getting that because, you've seen what we had with Dawn of Justice with that. With Jesse Eisenberg. So I don't think we're getting a Joker as Lex Luthor.
I feel like the Jesse Eisenberg Lex Luthor never got the payoff that was meant for him. And that's upsetting because like that's what you remember him as.
Yeah.
They were setting that up to be something else. And we'll never see what that is.
Well, we saw at the end of Justice League when, Deathstroke came on the boat and then you saw Lex Luthor. I said, that's the Lex Luthor I know.
Yeah.
That's the guy. The bald-headed guy with the suit on with these fine Amazon women. Boom.
Well, that's as far as it goes.
That's as far as it goes.
Never got any more about.
Yep, never got
Jesse Eisenberg. Yeah,
you got a point. Yeah, we never got a good payoff. But I'm just very curious as we go forward, and hopefully after this after strike is over with, that we find out what's the type of tone that we're on here. And I just want this Aquaman movie to come out and just bomb and just go away.
Yeah,
forever.
Just do whatever it does, and then we never have to think about it again.
And I'll probably review it because of the podcast. That's the only reason why I review it. Yeah. Because we cover all pop culture and entertainment, and I want to be on the know.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, I will have to watch the movie, but I just want to get it over with so bad.
Yeah, I think I already mentioned before. People walked out during the screenings.
Yeah.
Because they killed Aqua Baby or something.
Allegedly.
Yeah. And I guess they're changing that, but yeah, I don't know. We saw the trailer in front of Creator and it looked okay. It makes me think of, Thor 2 because it's just him teaming up with his brother.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? It's just him and Ocean Master teaming up.
We know
that's Thor and Loki.
Yeah, we know how bad that movie did.
Yeah.
Thor Dark World.
Yeah.
So
I've only seen that movie once as well.
So we'll definitely keep our eyes on it, and hopefully once everything is over with, hopefully we'll get more improvements and get some more answers from Mr. James Gunn.
You erased these tapes. It's you. What happened during the sabotage attempt, Jerry?
I didn't sabotage the power plant. The power plant sabotaged me.
Really?
There we go. That's the intro. I'm not gonna lie. It was kind of hard for me to find clips for this one.
Yeah, I mean, let's see. The movie came out in 2008.
Yeah,
February 22nd, 2008. So I'm not surprised.
It looks good. When I was looking at the YouTube clips, it still looks like it holds up.
Well, no, the movie holds up itself. It is a very, very good movie, man.
It is.
Jack Black, Mos Def.
Definitely a cult classic, I believe.
Oh yeah, good cast. Who else you had in here? Sigourney Weaver.
Danny Glover, right?
Yeah, Danny Glover,
Yeah.
Mr. Fletcher. That's what he played.
Sigourney Weaver wasn't this?
Yeah, she played the the FBI people, the federal bureau when you record. Okay, so basically the movie.
Yeah, explain the plot, please.
Yeah, okay, so basically the movie stars Jack Black and Mos Def. Jack Black is one of those kind of conspiracy theory type guys.
She's a goofy guy.
Yeah, very goofy. So he tries to sabotage a power plant.
Mm-hmm.
When he sabotages the power plant, he believes that he has powers, and it erases all the movies in the guys in Mr. Fletcher's record store,
Right.
video store, and the whole time Mr. Fletcher is moving on with his life because DVDs are in and videotapes are out.
Right.
So that helps more to push him more out that we don't have any videos to sell anymore because no film.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like a mystical type movie. Obviously, it's a mystical. You get sabotaged by a power plant. And you get powers.
Well, he gets magnetized, right?
Yeah, he gets magnetized. Yeah. So all the film is gone.
Yeah, everything he walks by just erased.
Yeah, everything's erased. So now it's up to Mos Def, which is Mike, and Jack Black to recreate all these classic films from over the years.
Right.
And it's very, very funny, man. It's so funny. They did Ghostbusters, Rush Hour, Men in Black, Driving Miss Daisy. It's classic, man. And they end up getting the whole neighborhood in on it.
Yeah.
And then they end up joining in.
Right, because I remember the clip. I think there were some gang looking dudes that come in and they're like, "Hey, what is this?" And they're like, "Oh no!" And they're like, "We love this. We wanted it more."
Yep, they wanted more of it. Yep.
Yeah, because like everybody in the neighborhood actually likes their versions, and they call it sweeting, I think, or Swede or Swede. Swedish,
because in Sweden they actually do that.
Yeah,
they do that all the time.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you ever seen different Swedish movies of American versions of it.
No.
And it looks totally different.
Yeah.
It can have
like Bollywood kind of.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much what they did. And then Sigourney Weaver comes in because she's like, these movies that you made,
it's illegal.
It's illegal.
Yeah, you're not supposed to be doing them.
Yeah, you're not supposed to do it. And it just sets up so many comical one-liners, man. And when I tell you this movie needs to be watched by everybody, it's a movie that still rings true. And it's a little emotional because they're trying to save their uncle's tape store, and I don't want to tell the ending to anybody that ends up watching it, but it does get a little emotional. It was a little teary-eyed.
No, yeah, because it's a big deal. It's like it's the end of an era.
Yeah,
and it's dealing with the fact that like, hey, these things are almost obsolete or are obsolete, and we're seeing that now with like DVDs in general versus streaming, or even the movie theater versus streaming. Granted, I have opinions on that, but like. There's still a struggle of like
it is
how we're consuming this media.
Even Oscars, like the Oscars now have tried to include the Netflix movies and Apple movies now.
Yeah,
which has never been back in the day.
So it's like where do they fit in categories?
So,
do they fit in with regular movies, or do they get their own streaming category? Or like you said, Killers of the Flower Moon. It's an Apple movie, but it's going to come out in theaters to be qualified.
Yep.
So
this movie is very, very current and is up to date. Performances, Mos Def has always been somewhat of a questionable actor because he's kind of the weird.
Yeah.
And he's the rapper.
Yeah.
So when you're a rapper, you're not really known for acting. You're not like a Tupac Shakur where Tupac, it worked.
Right.
Because he actually went to school for it.
Yeah.
But, it was kind of wacky.
Yeah.
But, Danny Glover is his usual self.
Mm-hmm. And then Jack Black is
his usual self.
Around,
yeah, always being Jack Black.
Yeah.
But it worked for this one. It wasn't annoying.
Yeah.
So if you find this movie, definitely watch it. You're gonna enjoy it. You're definitely gonna get emotional at the end. And yeah, I definitely like this movie. I can't say enough about this movie, man.
It's definitely a top 10 for me.
Oh yeah, it's always been a top 10.
I don't know. Like I feel like the first time I saw it was like almost life changing because I was like, where has this movie been? This is great.
It won me over like that.
Yeah. And I haven't seen it in years because I don't want to say it's forgettable, but you just kind of.
It's an indie movie.
Yeah, it's indie, and you're not really thinking about it too much, and nobody really talks about it too much.
No one ever talks about it.
But then when you remember it, you're like, oh, wow, that movie was so good. I totally forgot.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I recommend it too.
Yeah, man. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Let's
10
go.
out of rewinds. 10 out of 10 VHSs out of 10 VHS.
There you go. Good job.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby.
This is big game.
You're right. We should have evacuated an hour ago. But please, let us watch our film. Okay? And if you give me just 1 hour, I promise there won't be a riot. An empty building, and you can pull it down. It's all yours. Please.
We have 1 hour.
That concludes the Have You Seen This segment.
Yeah. What else we got on the agenda?
What else we got? I mean, we're pretty much done. You want to talk about some trailers? I was going to mention trailers last week.
Yeah, we missed that one.
Yeah.
We missed that one. Beekeeper.
Jason Statham.
What you think about it?
Let's talk about this movie. It's John Wick. It's
pretty much.
John Wick with Jason Statham is like my first reaction to it. It looks great. It's a Jason Statham movie. He's gonna punch people. He's gonna kick people. He's gonna kill people.
He's gonna come out on top at the end.
Right. Friend of mine. So I didn't catch this when I saw the trailer. I watched the trailer and was like, obviously he's going to avenge this woman.
Mm-hmm.
A friend of mine tells me the plot is he's going to end up going up the chain through the government to take down the president or whatever.
Of course.
Which I didn't pick up that at all.
Like, I did.
I knew they explained like what the beekeeper was.
Yeah.
I just didn't realize like that's where the story is.
Yeah, that's about
Do you think that's where the story is going to?
Yeah, I could tell.
I did not pick that up at all.
Because Felicia. First of all, when I saw Felicia Rashad, I was like, wait a minute, Felicia Rashad and Jason Statham in the same movie,
right?
Claire Huxtable and Jason and Transporter in the same movie. I was like, I got to see this.
Yeah,
I got to see this. That won me over. But yeah, when I saw the trailer, I was like, oh, this is pretty much John Wick. This is pretty much John
Wick, straight up.
John Wick, what's the name? Equalizer.
Yeah.
All the revenge movies you can think of.
Yeah.
This is what this is.
Yeah.
And it's silly. It's a stupid name.
Yep.
I'm going to watch it anyway.
Concept.
I'm going to watch
silly thing.
You won me over.
The thing is, like, his facial hair bugs me.
A lot of people say that.
His facial hair bothered me, and I feel like they put like a fake tan on him or something. I don't know. His like skin is just darker.
Yeah, he looks more darker.
Look right.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're like, this is what Americans look like.
You see who the director is?
Who?
David Ayer.
Oh,
your boy.
David Ayer.
It's your boy. Suicide Squad. It's your boy.
Oh, I got thoughts on him.
That's your boy.
I got thoughts on him. You know what? He did the Tax Collector movie, and that was a good movie.
Oh, Tax Collector.
Tax Collector with Shia
yeah,
LaBeouf.
yeah.
Remember Shia LaBeouf got the whole stomach tattoo for that?
Okay,
I actually watched it. It was good.
It's an action movie, right?
It's not an action movie per se, but it's more of like a gang crime drama movie. But it was really good. Yeah, that's all I got to say about David Ayer. He made that movie, and that was good. But
so hopefully Beekeeper, well, we know Beekeeper's going to be trash. But it's still, we know that movie's not going to be good. We know that. But we still want to see it. Because you know why? We love Jason Statham.
We love Jason Statham. He's a good action person, no
matter
how good or bad the movie is.
Like, he's really all we got.
Yeah, there's not a lot of young action stars anymore, and that's a whole different topic.
Yeah.
That's a whole different thing. But there's another movie coming out called Argyle.
Oh, I've seen that one too. Yeah, that one looks good too.
The same guy who did the Kingsman movies, the first two anyway. I don't know about that.
I don't think he did the third one. Yeah, he didn't do the third one.
But I thought the plot was interesting because the plot is this woman, she writes a super spy series, and turns out what she's been writing is really close to the truth. And now there's like these spy agencies that are coming after her, and now the spy agency that she was writing about actually exists, and they're like, no, we're here to save you, and there's a real Argyle super spy person who in the movie is being played by
Sam
Henry
Rockwell.
Cavill.
Oh, is Henry Cavill? Okay,
Henry Cavill was the Argyle character.
Yeah, he's the Argyle character.
Sam Rockwell is one of the agents.
Yeah.
There is going to be an Argyle because like that's the trailer, right? It's like, we're going to introduce you to the real Argyle, and then it's a big mystery, which I assume it's either going to be something silly, like he's actually a big fat man or something.
I can see that. Yeah, I can see that.
Or he's going to be like a brain in a jar, or like, I don't know, something wild. Henry Cavill is the Argyle character. Sam Rockwell is your secret agent. Bryce Dallas Howard is the author chick.
Samuel L.
Jackson is there, making an appearance as he always does.
Yep.
Just randomly in these movies.
How did you like Henry Cavill's hair?
It's so wild.
Looks good, doesn't it? You like that, doesn't it?
It's something else, man. It's just different. Oh, and Dua Lipa. Dua Lipa is
in there. Yeah.
Yeah. So it looks great. If you
great.
If you like the Kingsman movies, it looks spot on. It looks like a Kingsman movie. And I love the Kingsman movies.
Yeah.
Except that last one.
The first one was... Yeah, I hated. I didn't care for the last one. The first one is the best one.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
The second one was a little bit. Okay. I still watch it, but I didn't really care for it that much.
But that prequel was.
Yeah, Matthew Vaughn you can tell he has an eye for these type of movies. He's supposed to be doing a DC movie. I think Authority, if I'm not mistaken, allegedly. So I could be wrong on that one. Yeah, he could be doing Authority. So he kind of has that same style like your boy James Gunn.
Yeah.
So he could be doing that. But yeah, the trailer looks great. it's good to see Sam Rockwell play somebody that's kind of funny and not racist. That guy has an eye for playing somebody racist all the time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, every movie he does is always racist.
All right.
Except for Iron Man.
Did not know that.
Yeah. Just do check out his IMB.
New information for me.
Yeah, check out his IMB, man. They all over the place. So yeah, that trailer definitely looked good. So there's 2 movies that I think that comes out in January, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think they both come out in January.
Oh, really? Yeah, they do.
Or next
right.
year-ish. January, February, probably. I don't know.
Well, hopefully we get some marketing for this movie.
I hope so. Like they both look really good. They both look really interesting. I think that's all the trailers that are really notable for me.
That's it.
I didn't really take any other notes on anything else.
Kills of the Flower Moon. You gonna check that out?
I mean,
it's about 4 hours long.
Probably not. No, honestly, I'll probably miss out on it.
I'm gonna watch it. I definitely got to carve out a day for it. So I probably, you know what I'm gonna do after the podcast, whenever that week is that it comes out, I'll probably watch it that day.
Yeah,
because it's 4 hours long, man.
Yeah, man, you gotta make some. I can't stand these long movies. I just
that's type of movie.
Not even just because I don't have the time, but just because I want to not sit in a theater for 4 hours. I was like, come on, man. This is Avengers' fault. Avengers made a 3-hour movie. Now everybody's going to do a 3+ hour movie.
Yep,
and it's right. No, it doesn't have to be that way. But that's another rant for another day.
Yeah, maybe next week.
Yeah, maybe next week. We'll see. I think that's it, huh?
That's it,
You got
man.
Nothing else? I got nothing else.
That's it. Well, I've emptied my load.
Yeah, as we do every week.
As we do every week.
Healthy empty of the loads.
Yep,
I don't know if I'm going to keep that.
We gang up. Well, you got to keep that part. But, I mean, we gang up topics every week, and then we load them out.
Yeah, that's what
After
we do.
that is it. And then we load up for again.
Yeah, week by week. You'll find us here on Mondays and Fridays, folks.
Yep.
Before we go, I'm going to remind everybody, we do have an email, onthegopod2023@gmail.com. Please email us questions, comments, concerns, topics, whatever you want to talk about. We're here to read the email and maybe reply, maybe not. We also have an Instagram, one for the podcast.
On the Go with Jacob and James.
Thank you. All one word, all on Instagram. We set up a Facebook as well. We're working on some other social media stuff, so just follow along, please. Follow, share, like, subscribe, do all the things. And then I have an Instagram at jacobdantone.audio, and James has an Instagram
at JAME.S9794.
There you go, and that's it. I'm on the go. You're on the go. We're on the go.
Peace.